Thank you very much, and a very, very warm welcome, and a good morning to all of you here. Welcome to the 4th Indonesian Economic Forum. It's been a journey, but thank you for being here to co-create the future. This year at the Economic Forum, we are honored to have some very distinguished and special speakers. I would especially like to thank Pak Gita Wiryawan, who has been with us for the last 4 years. So Pak Gita, the Indonesia Economic Forum is as much ours as it is yours. Thank you for your support all these years. I would also like to thank Pak Haryanto Adikusumo from AKR, who's also been a great support to us. Pak Ilham Habibi, who's one of our advisors, and also a great support and inspiration. And of course, I would like to say a special thank you for friends from down under, from Australia, from Monash University, for being here and helping us to chart the future for Indonesia. There is much to be optimistic about Indonesia today. If you look around the region, there are very few economies that offer the enormous opportunities that Indonesia offers for continuous growth, sustained growth over the next 3 decades. Indonesia has a unique set of characteristics that may allow it to leap from an emerging economy to being a developed economy over the next 30 years. We have a young, dynamic, and a very productive population, a fast-growing consumer class, and we have a certain number of world-class companies. It also has, and I would like to emphasize this, a vibrant entrepreneurial class. In fact, Indonesia ranks #1 in Southeast Asia and #3 globally in the number of startups. To date, Indonesia has more than 1,500 startups. That is some bragging right for Indonesia. But the question is how many of these startups will go on to become unicorns? How many will innovate products and services that will be consumed not just by Indonesians, but by the global community? In comparison to Indonesia, the United States has 37,000 startups, while India, which ranks #2, has more than 4,000. China has only 46 startups. You'd imagine China would have a lot more, but it has Alibaba. We need more Alibabas in Indonesia. And of course, Alibaba, just invested more than $1 billion in one of Indonesia's rising startups, which is Tokopedia. In this new emerging world of great disruption, size matters. Indonesia has the size, so its companies can scale up. It has a critical mass of consumers, and it has a deep industrial base. What it lacks at the moment is an innovation ecosystem that can design, develop, and market in the next generation of products and services. The World Economic Forum this year said that human society is entering the 4th industrial revolution, where artificial intelligence, big data, connectivity, robotics, and new age industrial products will redefine how we live, how we work, and how we play. How does Indonesia respond to this 4th industrial revolution? How do we contribute to the well-being of human society? How do we ensure that all Indonesians will have the opportunity to enhance their lives and fulfill their full potential? For example, will we develop smart cities and healthy living environments, or will our urban centers turn into urban ghettos? As more and more people move into the cities, will we have the mobility to move around freely, or will we face the nightmare of total gridlock in our cities? Will we equip our young with the skills and imagination to be productive members of the new economy? Or will we be laden with millions and millions of underemployed and angry young people? Will we achieve breakthroughs in science and food technology? Or will we face health and a food crisis in the future? I prefer to be optimistic. As I said earlier, there is much to be optimistic about for Indonesia. The fact that we are all here to discuss, to engage, and to create new ideas on a range of subjects from infrastructure to fintech to education and to encouraging the startup ecosystem bodes well for the future. In this new age, not only must companies collaborate, industries and nations must collaborate for a better future. The challenge for us all in business, in government, in institutions, in civil society, is to find new ways of thinking and acting. As our world is disrupted by technology and innovation, I would like to add that this is a two-day conference. Today, we are focused on content. And you may think that we don't have that big numbers, but this is a focused discussion. We have over 100 people in the room. But I would like to emphasize that our digital reach and our social media reach from these discussions will reach more than 5 million Indonesians. And tomorrow, we will have the open plenary sessions where we will maybe discuss the larger issues concerning Indonesia. So the Indonesian Economic Forum calls this process co-creation. So let's get started. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Shoeb Kagda, for that very inspiring opening remarks.